Hey everyone, welcome back, and this is my review of Celestial Method Episode 9. Okay, it's been all but confirmed at this point that Nonoka is going, or that, not Nonoka, that Noelle, best lolly of the season, is going to disappear, okay? Like, not necessarily die, because I don't really think you could call her alive, because she's not really a person. Okay, because we learned how the saucer was summoned. The saucer was summoned, which was Shione's idea, actually. I'm going to get into that later, because that line alone made other people hate on made people hate on Shione even more. And so I'm going to get into that later. Because needless to say, I'm pissed again. It's not going to be as big of a rant as, say, last week, but still, it has to be said, so it's going to be said later on in the review. But apparently it was Shione's idea. No one else would really take her seriously except for Nonoka, and a little while later on, their other friends, okay, who they met, ended up taking her seriously, and so they summoned the saucer together. Alright. And it's been confirmed at this point that Noelle is the saucer now. When Noelle tells remember a few episodes ago when Noelle told Shione and Nonoka separately that she's the saucer? I just thought of something. Why did they like take it so lightly? Like, oh, I'm the saucer. Okay. It's kind of like a, oh, what do you call it? I don't know, but it's just like, it seems kind of weird that they just took that like it was nothing. You know what I mean? But we know that she's the saucer now, and apparently the saucer is supposed to grant the wishes of everyone who summons it. And when all the wishes are granted, then the saucer will disappear, which means that Noelle will disappear. And I think, and Shione hints in this episode that she is actually aware of that, which is why she doesn't want to get close to her friends again, because her wish, I'm guessing, was to make friends. If she makes friends, Noelle's going to disappear. That's my guess anyways, okay? Which is why she's trying to keep her distance from everyone. Despite, it was really confused me at first, because in the last episode it seemed like she was really happy to be friends with Nonoka again. And she keeps saying that she still hates Nonoka, which I don't think that's the case. I think that she's just trying to keep Nonoka away so that Noelle won't disappear, okay? Because she may seem cold, but she likes to hang out with Noelle. I mean, if she didn't, then she'd just push Noelle away, just like she is doing with Nonoka. Okay, so yeah, so really I think that's the case. Now I want to get into the Shione hate. There's two major things that I want to stay here. First off, I'm going to briefly reiterate something that I believe I said in the previous review, if I'm not mistaken. Promises. What is a promise exactly? Don't worry, I'm not going to get too philosophical here for you. I'm going to try to refrain from that. But what is a promise exactly? Well, lots of people have their views on what exactly a promise is, but here's mine. Keep in mind, obviously, this is just purely opinion-based, but here's mine. A promise is an obligation. When you make a promise with someone, especially if that someone's your best fucking friend, you are essentially signing your life away. And you are obligated to keep your promise no matter what. That's my belief anyways, okay? Unfortunately, I seem to be the only person on the planet Earth who actually thinks this way, which is extremely unfortunate, okay? Now, this is something I think I forgot to say in my previous review, so I'm going to state it right now. I can just get out of the way here, right? There's some people who state something which, in a way, is a pretty, reasonable claim, I guess. But I'm still going to refute it. Basically, a common thing to be said is that, well, Nonoka lost her memories. So how in the hell is she supposed to remember to come back? Okay, first off, she blocked out her memories of her all the bad memories she had. And she also blocked out the good ones too. And I learned after watching, like a week or two ago, that it actually is possible to accidentally block out good memories when you're trying to block out the bad memories. But here's the thing, I just recently found out about that. That's not common knowledge. I mean, fuck. I just recently found out about that, and I'm 20. So, yeah, that's not common knowledge. Okay? So how the fuck can you automatically expect Shione to know that? Okay? That's the first thing I want to say about that. The second thing I want to say about that... oh, dear God. The second thing that I want to say about that has to do with Nonoka herself. Okay. Even though it's possible to accidentally block out good memories like that, alright? It doesn't happen right away, alright? It takes time. So, Nonoka could have easily asked her father to drive her back to the town, alright? So that she could live there again and be with her friends. And even if her father didn't want to live there himself because of the bad memories and whatnot, understandably, then he could have easily asked, like, one of her friends, whether it was Koharu or Yuzuki or Shione, to take her in briefly. So, because here's the thing, and here's the reason why I'm saying this. All right, the biggest purpose of friends, in my opinion, is to be there for your fucking friends when they're hurt, okay? Am I the only person in my generation who actually thinks this way? Like, it's kind of sad, okay? It really is. I mean, clearly she must not have thought very highly of her friends if she couldn't even do that much. You know, and that way she wouldn't have obviously wouldn't have forgotten about them because she would have been surrounded by them every single fucking day. It's like, and all of this fucking drama could have been avoided. Except, obviously, the drama at the end of the series, which is going to be Noelle disappearing, basically. But I mean the drama that has to do with the internal conflicts of these friends could have easily been avoided. And from my perspective, it's Nonoka's fault. Like, I don't think she's a terrible character, but she's not very good of a friend. She must not have thought very highly of her friends if she couldn't even do that. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it seems like from my perspective, okay? So, I just wanted to say that right now because it really pisses me off how people aren't seeing this. Like, really. So, anyways. Overall, I wanted to mention one other thing about this episode as well. People have been constantly telling me that this series has Anohana vibes, and I have yet to see Anohana. But I really want to now if this series is anything like Anohana, because Anohana was really good. Okay. Like, I mean, this series is really good so far. So if this is anything like Anohana, then yeah, I really want to see Anohana now. But that being said, like, although there are sad moments, I haven't really felt the need to cry yet. And people have told me that they've cried at Anohana, so either this series is going to get really depressing in the last, like, 4 episodes, I think it is, or Anohana is a lot more depressing than this series is, because I have yet to feel a need to cry while watching this series. Then again, I rarely do when watching anime, but still. So, no matter how sad they are. So, anyways, overall, I thought it was a really good episode of Celestial Method. So tell me your thoughts about this episode in the comment section below. If you've yet to see this week's episode of Celestial Method, then I definitely recommend that you do. I cannot wait until next week's episode. Also, I think the music in this episode is actually the best in the series so far, in my opinion, quite honestly. So anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.